And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Hey guys, welcome to my video. Today the topic is Ao Jun, and I'm running various Ao Juns, and these are my top picks, top builds for Ao Jun. I think personally at this point Ao Jun performs a lot better than the Leech to have in your hangar, and I think the presence of Titan kind of made the Ao Jun more valuable, I guess. And of course the Ao Jun, let's list down what Ao Jun can do. So it has the firepower, it has the mobility, it has the mobility none like others, because it's able to fly for so long. You're able to go across the map, and it's able to equip 3 passive modules, and it has like the best legendary pilots, and there's 2 of them. The most recent one, Yang Li, actually gives you quantum radar. So if you have the Yang Li legendary pilot, you're basically having 2 active modules. So you can have the phase shift and you can have the quantum radar during your whole ability. And it also has pilot skill called Wonder Worker. You're able to heal quite a bit of amount of HP once you activate your ability. And what's kind of important is it can equip 2 heavy weapons, and that's enough firepower. And because of that, the upgrade price is pretty cheap. It's on the cheap side. And let's say you don't play enough to max out a robot, I think the Ao Jun performs the best compared to other robots at level 9. And of course, the biggest threat at the moment against the Titans are the Ao Juns. The damage resistant bots don't perform very well against Titans. And on top of all of that, it's actually a great beacon defender, because if you use the ability and if you just stay on top of the beacon, it counts as someone actually being on the beacon. So if enemies are trying to take your beacon and they're standing on it, you just activate your ability and you just sit on top of that beacon, then they can't change it. So if you play the beacon rush, I think that's a pretty important factor to kind of consider. Also, if you have the full tardy quartermaster pilot skill, you basically can use the phase shift twice. Considering all of that, all the stuff I said, I think the Ao Jun is like it has the whole package. It has like all the great elements to a robot. And obviously I thought this match really represented that, so I'm kind of uploading it while I'm doing post commentary. So even though it's a low-leveled kid will actually do great amount of damage to damage resistance. And before the Titans, the damage resistant robots really ruled the game, I think, like traditionalist Falcon. And of course, I guess you can I guess you can say the Leech is damage resistant robot, because part of repulse is basically damage resistance and kind of the damage kind of going back towards the enemy. Now basically the whole match I was actually defending this beacon. The enemy players were super aggressive. You probably have noticed that, because that's all I'm doing in this match. But what I'm hoping is while they're trying to 4-cap against us and trying to get that huge beacon lead, they waste a lot of bots. They waste a lot of robots, meaning that at the end my team basically will outnumber them. I am doing okay on bots. I have 2 more bots after this, and I think it was the Viper and the EMBER Ao Jun. Out of all the Ao Jun builds, I really personally liked these 4, but out of all these 4, I kind of think that maybe the Viper needs to be re-evaluated, I guess, because they tend to do really well against Titans. That's how I felt. I don't have the Vipers on my own account, so obviously I didn't know that until I was running the Viper. It's not really the damage over time, the corrosion damage that's great. It's really amount of ammo it has is definitely valuable at this point, in this current meta, because obviously the Titans have a lot of HP. While I was making this video, I had Viper or Calamity on my mind, and of course Calamity with the Yang Li, you're able to counter other Ao Juns. You're not missing any shots once you're shooting at the Ao Jun, so it's really great. But once I used the Viper, I kind of knew why. Some people prefer the Viper more. Obviously the lockdown time, not the lockdown time, lock on time is another factor to consider, but I think it's more the ammo. With one flight emptying out that whole clip of ammo on Ao Ming, I think I kind of wanted that. I kind of thought about upgrading that on my own account, definitely, because I think the presence of Ao Ming is so great that I think you really have to have maybe 1 or maybe 2 robots just kind of countering that Ao Ming. So I've defended this right beacon. I've attacked several Titans. So at this point I felt that enemies were definitely meching out. They were losing a lot of bots. Definitely thought that they were on their last bot. which I think they were, and it was great. Now we're outnumbering the Reds. So because the Ao Jun flies, a lot of people think that it can't really defend beacons, but it's actually a great beacon defender. And I wonder if anyone runs like 4 Ao Juns. I've never seen anyone that run 4. I've seen it on Facebook, but yeah, I'm going for that 5th beacon. I don't have much health on here, but I thought 5 to 3 is pretty okay. Like I think we have this game under control. So just spawn near as possible. 2 bots on the left are Ao Juns, I believe. I land anywhere anyways because definitely thought they weren't going to come back from capping 4 beacons. Now we have 5 beacons. This guy is about to land, and of course when we're outnumbering them, if you're shooting at one guy, other guys will be waiting. So I think that is the wrap. That was the end of the game. Sometimes defending and keeping 2 beacons no matter what can get you the win, and the last attack was all we needed. So that was it, and let's check out the stats. Okay, 3 million damage, 8 beacons, so that was pretty good. 7 kills. So yeah, I think that was a great match using 4 Ao Juns. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe for more, and make sure you give it a thumbs up on this video if you liked it. So see you guys on the next one.